Hello friends, welcome to the channel. I am Dr. Vikas Singh Bhadoria. I am working as Associate Professor in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, ABS Engineering College, Ghaziabad. This college is affiliated to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. In today's video, I will discuss about the short answer questions in EHV, AC and DC. This is the fourth video in the short answer questions series. Before this, I have already discussed around 30 questions in the previous three videos. You can get the link for those videos in the description box. And the theory related to these questions will also be available in the previous videos which was already discussed earlier. Link for those videos you can get in the playlist of EHV, AC and DC on my channel. So let us start our discussion about the short answer question. So the first question is that what are the parameters to change current and power transfer in DC link? As we all are aware that the power in any HVDC link can be changed by changing the voltage, DC link voltage VD or the current ID. So the expression for the current which was already discussed in previous, that can be written by this equation, that ID will be equal to this. So from this equation it is already clear that there are four parameters which can be varied. One is this alpha R. This alpha R is the control angle at the rectifier end or the firing angle which can be controlled at the rectifier terminal. Similarly, the firing angle control which can be controlled at the inverter terminal, that can be written as beta, or it is generally expressed, DC link current is generally expressed in terms of gamma. So we can say that another parameter is the gamma, that is extinction angle. Then we can control this current using the tape changer on the rectifier side or tape changer in the on the inverter side. Next question is what is the use of transformer tape changer control at the inverter side of an HVDC system? So as we all are aware that the rectifier terminal or the converter which is operating as a rectifier is used to operate in a constant current mode, and that the converter station which is operating as an inverter mode, that is operating at constant voltage mode. So the function of that on-load tape change control at the inverter is used to maintain a constant DC voltage. Similarly, the function of tape changer at the rectifier is to maintain the constant current in the DC link. Then what is the use of tape changing transformer in HVDC system? We already discussed that the tape changer transformer is having a function that it is used to maintain the constant voltage at the inverter terminal and constant current at the rectifier terminal. So whenever there is any dip in this rectifier end voltage or any inverter end voltage, and if we are not able to control that change with change in this alpha or this gamma, in that case that tape changer transformer comes into the picture, and those are utilized for the controlling the power flow in the DC link. Then what are the assumptions for analysis of a 6 pulse converter? The first assumption is that DC current is constant. Constant DC current means the smoothing reactor is having the infinite reactance, or its value is infinite. Then the all valves are identical and they are ideal switches, means they are switching on immediately after giving the gate pulse. Then next is the AC system is infinitely strong. It means that three-phase EMFs are balanced. They are having the equal magnitude and the phase difference of 120 degree with each other, and they all are the perfectly sinusoidal. So for the analysis purpose of a 6 pulse converter, these are the assumptions. Now the some HVDC projects in India, some bipolar projects in India, That one is Celeru Barsurur project. Its length is 196 kilometer. Its voltage is 200 kilovolt and its power carrying capacity is 100 megawatt, and it was established in 1989. Then after that in 1990 the Rihan Delhi project was established. Its length is 814 kilometers and it is operating at 500 kilovolt. Its power carrying capacity is 1500 megawatt. Similarly, the Chandrapur Padge, this is also having a power carrying capacity of 1500 megawatt. Operating voltage is 500 kilovolt and its length is 752 kilometer. Then Talcher Kolar, its length is 1450 kilometer. Operating kilovolt is 500 kilovolt. Power carrying capacity is 2500 megawatt. It was established in 2003. Then Balia Bhiwadi, it was established in 2010 with the power carrying capacity of 2500 megawatt and its length is 800 kilometer. And these are operating at the voltage of 500 kilovolt. Then Mundra and Haryana, this is installed in 2012. Then in 2016, Champa Kurukshetra line was established. Its length is 1365 kilometer. Operating voltage 800 kilovolt and its power is 2 into 2000. Then the Vishwanath Agra project, it was installed in 2016. Its power is 500 megawatt and the operating voltage is 800 kilovolt. After that, the latest addition to the bipolar line is that plus minus this 800 kilovolt, 6000 megawatt. This is the Raigad Pugalur HVDC bipole line. This is installed in, in latest development. It was installed in 2018. Then some back-to-back lines in India, that is Vindhyachal. Its operating voltage is 176 and power is 500 megawatt. It was installed in 1989. Then after that, Chandrapur, Gajuwaka Block 1, Sasaram, and then Gajuwaka Block 2. So these are the some operating voltages, power carrying capacity, and their year of establishment. So these all are the back-to-back projects in or back-to-back line projects in India. Then after that, some cross-border HVDC connections are also installed in India. Then another, the one project is 1000 megawatt at 400 kV has been constructed between India and Bangladesh. It is operated or it is completed in two stages. Initially, it was about 500 megawatt, and in 2018, another 500 megawatt was operational. So now its complete capacity is 1000 megawatt. And then another HVDC transmission line. This will also carry 1000 megawatt at 400 kV. It is being installed between India and Sri Lanka. This is a combination of overhead line and the submarine cable. In this overhead line is between Madurai to Pannikulam. It is around 130 kilometer. Then the submarine cable will be around 120 kilometer, and then again overhead line will be for the 110 kilometer. So these two are the some cross border connections or cross border HVDC installation. Now some project details of each individual project. That the Adhari HVDC project, it contains the main the data of this project is that it was its commissioning date was in 1991. Its rating is 1500 megawatt. It is a two pole project. Voltage AC side is 400 kilovolt, DC side is plus minus 500 kilowatt. The converter transformer at Rihan terminal are 6 at 315 MVA, and at Dadari terminal are also 6 with 305 MVA, and the line of length of line is 816 kilometers. Then the Vindhyachal back-to-back station, it was completed in 1989. Its rating is 2 into 250 means to 500 megawatt. There are two blocks voltage AC side is 400 kilovolt and voltage DC side is 70 plus minus 70 kilovolt. And then converter transformers are 8 at 156 MVA. Then for the Chandrapur back-to-back station, it was started in 1993 and completed in 1997. The power rating is 2 into 500 megawatt. Two blocks are there. AC side voltage is 400 kV and DC side voltage is 205 kV. There are 12 converter transformers with a rating of 234 MVA. Then the Tulchar Polar transmission, it was completed in 2003. The power rating is 2000 megawatt. Two pole AC side voltage is 400 kV and DC side voltage is 500 kV. The converter transformers are 6 at the Tulchar, 6 converter transformers with 398 MVA, and similarly at the Kolar the same number of converter transformer with the same capacities are also installed. It is having the highest or the maximum length. Its length is 1369 kilometer. Then the Sasaram back to back, it was completed in September 2002. Its power rating is 500 megawatt. AC side voltage is 400 kilovolt and DC side voltage is 205 kilovolt. Converter transformers are 6 having the capacity of 234 MVA. Then the Gajuwaka back-to-back station, in this was first block was completed in 1999 and then second block was completed in 2005. The power rating is 2 into 500 megawatt, means for the each phase is having the capacity of 500 megawatt. Two blocks are there. AC side voltage is 400 kV and DC side voltage is 205 kV in the first block and 177 kV in the second block. Then converter transformer, 6 converter transformer with 234 MVA are in stage 1 or then the first block, and 6 transformers with 201.2 MVA are in the second block. Then the Balia Bhiwadi transmission link, the pole 1 was commissioned in 2010. Its power rating is 2500 megawatt. Then voltage, AC side voltage is 400 kilovolt, DC side voltage is plus minus 500 kilovolt. The length of overhead transmission line is around 780 kilometer, and the converter transformer at Balia and Bhiwadi at both stations are number is 8 and the capacity is 498 MVA. So the data for this preparing this video is taken from these two references. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, then for more videos like this or for more content like this, you need to be connected with the channel, and for the connection purpose you need to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of latest video. Thank you.